Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back with another episode of the Talos Principle. I have been staring at these sigils, these shapes for 24 hours, and I have learned nothing other than they are shapes and colors. But my robot batteries are recharged now, and I am ready to take on World 7, the final world of this hallway, this great hallway. So let's get right into it. Let's see. Oh, another voice thing.
When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, "Yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone."
Interesting theology. Now we know the red ones are hard, so let's go do the green ones. Start with the easy ones, work our way to the green one, the hard ones. A little sun there. Let's do this one. Trapped inside. Alright, so I bet I want to do this. That nice and open for me. So now I have access to two of these guys. So let's put this right here. And then take this one, connect this one, and this one, and we should be done. Easy peasy. I think unlocking the C side is supposed to be pretty easy. You would be really locking people out of the game if it was too hard. But then there's some of these puzzles, like Deception, that were kind of brutal. I just want to go over here, speed up a little bit. Let's look at this. Ocean, beach. This place is so distracting. These are just lovely. Lovely designs. Oh yeah, QR codes. We haven't seen QR codes in a little while. Seek out those in this world that would help you. Though only one of us can transcend, we will all share in both the burden and its reward. The shepherd. You've changed, dog. Everything I do now, I do for those who come after me. Yet in so doing, I find peace for myself as well. This paradox is the foundation of my existence. This is the same variant of shepherd, putting both of these. Now, I want to talk about QR codes. Notice how small this one is, because it just says you've changed, dog. and how big this is because it says all that other stuff. That is actually how it works. But more consistently too, it has about half of it is just code correction. So what it does is it starts reading the white dots and the black dots here, and it runs it through an algorithm using these points here, this square here, the square here, the square here, and this inverted square here. It uses all of that to figure out the width of a white dot and a black dot, because when you have two black dots together, it may look like one long black dot, or if you have two white dots together, it may look like. And it starts here, and then it goes to the next row, and goes up here, goes up here, and right about here, it stops getting the raw data, and it starts getting checksums of the data to verify the right information. So the rest of the stuff over here, as it goes up here, is actually checksums. So a large percentage of this could be misread or blocked or scratched off, and the QR code will still work. Now, if you look at the bigger ones, it has an algorithm to put some more boxes in it, make it center itself better so you can have more and more dots. Theoretically, I guess you could just make a QR code a mile wide, and if someone could get a camera around to take a picture of it, it should work. There might be some hard limitations in the protocol, but it's a really good system to replace the old barcode system, which is actually kind of a pain in the system. A barcode, if you've ever worked with barcode scanners, and I have, good ones where you spend $100 or more, $300, $400, maybe even more on one, will scan any barcode you can find almost perfectly the first time. But a bad barcode scanner will sit there and you'll have to try over and over again. I'm sure if you've been to the grocery store often enough in your life, you've seen the checkout people sit there and they're trying to scan a barcode off of a package, and usually the glass is dirty on their scanners that are built into the usually they're built right into the desk. So that's a lot of times I have to sit there and clean them off again. But a lot of times too, the barcodes are on plastic packaging, so the plastic is curved, and when a barcode's curved, it's much harder to scan. So yeah, barcodes do have a little bit of code correction in them, but not a lot. Making your own barcodes is more difficult. It requires a very pure black and a very pure white for the ink, so it's reflective on the scanners. QR codes were designed for cell phone cameras. They were designed for just any camera, so you could make a QR code in, I think, other colors. I'm pretty sure you can make them in other colors. Pretty sure I've seen them in other colors, but I don't completely remember. I really like QR codes and barcodes. It's kind of one of those things that is just cool to my old mentality. I'm sure younger people think it's ridiculous to be fascinated with them as much as I probably am. or be interested in them, but you're transferring data visually in a large amount. A big chunk of data visually. You can't really do that. We used to have other systems to try to transfer data. Like infrared was a system that never really worked right as well as you'd hope. Infrared was about it, though, as far as the early technologies. We have Bluetooth now, and Bluetooth has made some progress. I think it should have made more progress. Myself, I still feel like Bluetooth needs some work. We have wireless. Just the thought of having a wireless device. Wireless works pretty phenomenally well. Its speed issues and latency issues are still there, yes, but it's a wireless technology, and speed and latency issues are always a problem. Interesting, notice that when I was standing here and across the door, it made me walk through the door to pick it up, even though this door wasn't going to close. Just wanted to double check I wasn't trying to pull some trick. Alright. So I don't think I need the red things anymore at all. So I can just work my way backwards. I do need this. That right there. It's just burned through the wall. So you make the connection. It's an interesting little device. You make the connection. See, why is it making the burning through the wall sound? Maybe it is a high-powered laser beam. It's just not affecting my robot body. Which again, we're not 100% certain we are a robot. For all we know, we're dreaming. All of this is just a dream. I'm actually human. Hey, I could be a dog. What's that light? It's shining so bright. I had a full-blown conversation with the entity in the archive today. Can't say it was terribly helpful. Still, perhaps I can charm some information out of it further down the line. Yeah, I've been trying that. It doesn't seem to work. I think the entity from the archive has got our number and running tests on us. Alright, nice square. First square I think we've ever gotten. Windows into 11. Wonder if squares are really hard. I wouldn't mind if it took me like an hour and a half to do the very last puzzle in this game. That wouldn't bother me at all. Now we have another thing for Seek Counsel, but we don't know how to do that. And frankly, we don't need the help. All we have to do is keep our eyes peeled and figure out a solution. I would really like a device like this. It's cool looking. It's like a tripod surveyor's tool with a prism. So I see a red one over there. See a red one over here. See a jammer over there. But you're gonna have to give me at least another connector. I'm pretty certain I can't do this without at least another connector. Interesting. Little alcove here. Alright, we need to get a connector and start from there. Right, there and there. Let's go back and find the connector. Back far enough. Alright, let's put that down right there. Go ahead and get the jammer. I think I'm gonna need that. Here we go. Give me this. Jam that. And give me this. Put that down. Take this. I'm moving kind of fast, and it's not like I know the solutions or anything, it's just I've kind of figured it out. Another guy. Great. Game, you're playing dirty here. You're playing dirty. Oh, actually, I figured that out. There we go. We can do this. Isn't that difficult? We just jam this, and then we take this, this. See if we can attach it to this. Oops. At least that's easy enough to fix. Take the jammer for the final gate. Not difficult puzzles really. Just takes a little bit of spatial awareness, understanding what you're shooting for. Being an expert at puzzles in video games helps too. I guess I'd call myself an expert at video game puzzles. And remember, all these puzzles are designed for people to beat them. It's not like there's $1 million prize or anything associated with figuring out these things. These are made to be beatable. More red ones. Pinhole windows. So we're doing windows again. It seems like all the red ones get a potential give me help. If that's true, that's good, because then if I want to go back and see what they say. These sigils are becoming harder and harder to reach. I dread what the next temple holds in store. And at the end, what? Eternal life? There's gotta be another way. Interesting. That's 2 doors open right at the beginning, just by placing those down. Of course, it's never gonna be that easy, is it? Alright, so there in the way. Sometimes I get the solutions on these and it kind of feels like I may have worked around the solution and not actually found the right solution. So we've got that. Why is this going up? Why is the ground lower? Oh, because the tripod's lower. Can I jump on these things? Is it possible to put these on top of each other? That would be a little too easy, wouldn't it? If I put this right here and put this down, they block each other. Let's look. Nope. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's just do this quick and dirty right here. Really? Is this how we do it? You just gotta get really, really far back. Seems like that is how we're gonna do it. often the solution. If you just take enough steps back, you will either find the solution or fall off the cliff. And either way, your problems are solved. Well, maybe not completely solved. Do need to tag this piece here. This and this. And then this. Got it. Laser technology. I like lasers. I would like to get one of those really high wattage blue lasers that they sell and play around with that. Possibly burn myself with that. Probably burn myself with that. Interesting. Two pesky little buzzers. Buzzers? I guess those are buzzers. They seem like they'd electrocute you if you touch them, and I found that good enough reason to not touch them. Sometimes I like to act out of abundance of caution. Other times I just like to throw all caution to the wind and blow myself up. Guys are gonna break the path so it can never charge up. Watch out, it's about to charge, it's about to charge, it's about to charge. I think we figured this one out. This one's actually quite simple. Be the best time. If it's gonna go through, it'll be this one. Almost. Now, in previous episodes, I said I would have never thought to physically use these guys. To physically balance the guys so that they would use the connectors or anything like that to move these guys out of the way. And fortunately, there was a previous puzzle that showed me that you could use these items to get them in the way. I'm almost certain this is the solution. probably should just eyeball this a little bit. Isn't the problem though that this one up here at the front is gonna stop it always? I think it is. Let's see. Let's not get hit. Okay, well, this really solved the problem. We have this, but we can't do anything with that. We have this, we can do this, we can do this, ah yes. Can we put this in the way? Got it. Got it. Good. We're through. Of course, now I would like to shoot that and shoot this here with exactly what we need. There you go. Now your little problem is gone. Can I get this? to sit somewhere right here? What am I missing? No, that one won't ever do it right. I can't put it right there. And so I can take this and do what with it? And this. Not do a lot with it. Let's go back and look. See, we had this blue. How do we get the blue powered? Where's the blue? Behind the blue wall? Maybe.
My child, there is no shame in seeking another path. Leave this mystery for another day.
Yeah, I don't think I've liked that, not at all. The game has officially told me I am confused. Alright, what are we thinking? I think this is in the wrong place. I think this is the right way to do it. I think this and this is the right way to do it. That Elohim, I got another one of your stupid sigil pieces. I don't need to give up. I ain't no quitter. I'm now yelling at the sky, literally. And we're yelling at nothing. That's right, I call you nothing. Alright, so up and over. I see no blue power source anywhere in this place. I see nothing that could connect through to a blue power source. I think this is the gold star thing. Let's just pick this up. Last time we saw something like this, it was hidden in the trees. So I'm looking at the trees. If there's anything I can connect to, and I'm not seeing anything. Well, if anything has a high advantage, maybe I can push it through. The only other thought would be, do beams, are they allowed to go through there? I doubt it. Alright. That one was kind of difficult, and we've got this whole blue beam situation, where it's just another mystery. These hidden gold stars, they are hidden. It's not an issue, not a question of are they difficult, it's just how difficult they are. Well, I've gotten all the pieces, so I guess it's typey type time. He's always watching. Oh, so it's not even going to talk to me, good. So let's see what Athena 9 text is. She examined the symbol of the fragment she found in the bird city. Again, the owl. What could the significance be? It seemed as if it had been scattered about in the labyrinth for some unseen hand. For the purposes yet eluded, Most likely the owl was the sigil of the author of these worlds, which had whatever, nebulous memory as of the previous life. The owl is a symbol of and the goddess of outside under the full moon, perhaps the city wall of the wind focus. But there is no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had seen her, and their mechanical arms extended toward the fragment and ran as their beams converged. See, this whole Athena story has too many robots and automatons in it. That doesn't make sense. Singularity is coming. Of course, the singularity means some different things to everybody, but a lot of people think it's when we will just upload all of our brains to computers and stop having bodies. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about the AIs taking over the world or anything like that. No matter what they say, what they're really worried about is someone might prove once and for all that consciousness can arise from matter. And I kind of understand why they find that so terrifying. If we can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we are machines, do we have the death? What hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence in the computers, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. AMA, ask me anything. Lots of words, lots of words. There you go. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? No, technology is just a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The Extended Lifespan Project. Crazy or visionary? Both. Crazy or visionary? Question mark. No, Arcadia Chernovsky. He crazy or visionary? Both. Arcadia, is that you? Do AHRF. John. So far, all the puzzles are solvable and completely within the necessary parameters. Alexandria had some more tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're heading the right direction here. Was there an Alexandra? Look at this. Oh, so we're gonna scroll up and down. So, team leads. Alexandra Drinnan, project lead. Okay. See, they've been talking about Alexandria, the city, and then there's a team leader called Alexandra. Is that where this miscommunication happened? Did Elheim confuse the ancient stories of Alexandria with Alexandra Drinnan? Was the corruption so much to the single words? That might be the whole source of this program. I mean, why does Elohim think he's a god? Why does he not just recognize and see that he is a human like anybody else? No, he's not a human. What am I saying? He's not a human, he's a robot. I just want to take this right here and see what happens if I just shoot it. I guess I can't really shoot it out there, but there's nothing to target out there. looking at this tree. That's where it was before. There was a reflector in the tree. And now there isn't. I'm trying to figure out how I can get this blue beam out of this area. And it doesn't seem like I can. Seems like there might be something hidden behind this wall, though. Seems like there's some secrets hidden all throughout this world. And we're eventually going to have the ability to take down some walls. I hope. Another lovely place. I cannot wait to get a final version of the Oculus Rift. Or at least version 1 of the consumer model. And have worlds and games like this. This is really a game that Oculus Rift would work very well in. This would look great. I'll even take the development kit. I can figure out how to make things work. Usually. Most of the time. Almost all the time. I can figure out how to make things work. But, yeah. 3D. I really don't even mind the
Rejoice, child, for you have fulfilled all your tasks in this land. You have conquered all its guardians and solved all its mysteries. Thus you are appointed its master, and you may do with it as you will.
Sweet. I also want to point out the facade of this. Maybe I've said this or I haven't. But notice here, this section here is the reality of it. It is just computer parts and industrial walls. And then as soon as you walk out, the facade. It's not even a good facade. I mean, they made it pretty obvious. It's also very weird, this hallway. I would love to have all this marble and all these columns, but they don't make hallways like this anymore because we have things called PA systems. Rooms like these are specifically acoustically designed so that one may stand right on the stage and shout in a moderately loud voice, but not a deafeningly loud voice, and it would echo correctly and sound good all the way to the back when this whole room would be full of people. We've done everything in this land. Well, no, we have not. We still have all of this. There are gold stars all over. There's this. But he has called us the master of the land, which is nice. So we're done with this world for a while. Let's go back to floor 0. Not gonna beep at me? It's not even blinking at me. Well, good. We can get rid of these things. And they can stop beeping at us. So we're gonna go to the B section, but we haven't actually looked in here. So let's just take a peek. See what he says if I just start peeking a little bit. You know, like a child, just being a little impervious. So far, Elohim has not yelled at me. Oh, look here. Here's a blue sensor, which I know is used over there. Well, I'm pretty sure it's used over there to get a star. I think that was a blue one. So we're gonna have to get a item out here in this world. I won't call it the real world, but I'll call it a world. This world. Let's see what happens when we go to floor 1. Seems like we can't go any higher.
Cannot detect location of primary subject. Query. Query. Query.
Interesting response.
Is there anything that we associate more closely with intelligence than curiosity? Every intelligent species on Earth is attracted by the unknown. Our mythologies are full of riddles and mysteries and divine knowledge. Even the word apocalypse means revelation. It seems like our ancestors always imagined that even at the very end, we would solve one last mystery.
Well, interesting. We've stepped into it now. There's no going back. This could be a mistake. So I had 4 red things. That's high enough to get to this. Seems like story-wise they've left it open that we can do this. Puzzle. I guess this is a puzzle. This is just put a virtual reality facade on it, and this seems exactly like any of the other puzzles I've done. So let's do it. Seems like the story is pushing me towards this. I'm not being bad because I want to. I'm being bad because it's the story, the writers of the game are doing this to me. Don't blame me, Elohim, it's fate. Doesn't seem like Elohim can see or hear me from this perspective. See them starting with making this game just like this, and then they decided later to put the facade in it, the beautiful facade. Why not? It's a good move. Can't go through this. Doesn't matter though, I can go through practically everything else. is actually a really easy puzzle. But I can see how you could get messed up on it. Oh, it's a little bit harder than I thought. I had not realized. So, this is going to take some work. I still think I've got it though. Let's run our way out of this. And then, sneaky little wall here. The wall is the important part of this puzzle, I think. Well, at least we'll see if the laser works this way, and it does. Good. So let's start selecting that, and selecting that. So laser beams do go through these purple walls. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Tricky game. Tricky, tricky, tricky. We've been given every impression that they wouldn't go through the walls. So now I just need to run around and see a place, see if I can find a place where they both connect. This isn't going to be a good place. This isn't going to be a good place. This isn't going to be a good place. It needs to be right here, I think. Put that right there. I think that's... Yeah, this is not lining up like I would like it to. Too many walls. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, Talos Principle. Talos Principle. Man, I hate to do this. I really hate to do this. This one gave me an error, at least this time. It says texture map failed. Your video card disappeared from the system. Please check for possible hardware driver issues. If this occurs, no, I bet this isn't even an error in Talos Principle. This is an error in my recording software. Yep, I guess it overheated again. Well, that's it for this episode. I will try and let it cool down for a good time, and then we'll get back right to where we're at on this puzzle, and we'll find out the solution the next time. Man, I have not had this problem with any of my other recordings, so I think Talos is just a little too new and just a little too high high demand for recording and playing at the same time. Sorry to do this so many times. I mean, I'm really upset about it. I really am. I want to say nice things about this game. I like this game. It's fun. To be in all honesty, I've recorded everything up to this episode in the very first day that I've owned the game. And this is just kind of the fly in the ointment type thing. To have a game crash after a few hours, even if it is mostly my fault, even if it is because my house is too hot and my video card's overheating. I've never had this issue. Sorry. Man, that's irritating. Okay. Anyways, like always, I ask for you to like, share, and subscribe. Comment if you want to, and watch every second of the video, even these black parts where I just apologize profusely and feel down on myself. You won't lose any footage. You haven't lost any footage yet. You've seen all of the game just with a couple of minor inconveniences at the end of them. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at Rydo of all, RYDOOFALL.